Okay, I'm sorry for the technical difficulty about the video itself. Um, I've been having computer problems. I need to find out what's going on with my computer. And then this is the continuation of what I was saying about the whole situation. That links will be, I will give out links to the description below for part one of the Klan president of the United States going to take office. That one is probably processing right now. Let me go look at my video dashboard. Um, Video manager. Okay. So, so that one is already processed. So I'm gonna go and edit that. Custom thumbnail. Okay, so shit. I'm sorry about this momentarily. I'm gonna have to go and do something. Oh shit. Okay. Shit, I having computer trouble like a motherfucker. Okay. While this is situated, I'm just gonna go and say what needs to be said, and stuff like that. The problem that I having with the whole situation, like I was saying once before, is because I feel that certain people don't need to be talking at all about certain stuff. Like, for instance, Blair White. She don't need to be talking about stuff if she's gonna go and bend over and take it in without the grease. I do not respect a person that do that at all. Period. Because the fact of the matter is that while we're gonna go and accept the fact that you will go and do a certain thing like that. You throw your own trans community under the bus, and it's a shame that you did that. It's a shame that you're going to doing that just for the legitimacy of Donald Trump. I don't get it. It bothers me that you will go and coon and buck dance and be a bootlicking person, and then once he takes something away, it will be a problem or something like that, or something of the sort, etc., etc. So what the thing that I'm trying to have done with the whole thing with Miss Blair White is her being responsible for you know the actions that she took. Nobody, I'm gonna say it like this: nobody should have a right to do what you want or say what you want, or you have a right to say it. I'm gonna say it like that. You definitely have a right. You definitely have a right to say it. But the problem will be if will we take you seriously after the fact, after you throw us under the bus, will you take what we say seriously? You went and make a career out of mocking people and mocking ideologies and stuff like that. But when people rail back against you and say, I don't like what you're doing, you need to stop what you're doing, and rail back and tell you about yourself, you get in your little fucking feelings and say, um, I'm in my feelings. They did that. They in my feelings. I'm in my feelings because I'm Blair. I'm in my feelings. I'm in my feelings. I'm sorry if you and your feelings, sweet cakes, but I'm not gonna sit here and let you throw a whole community under the bus because you want you want people to feel you want people to feel sorry for you, Blair. Once the Affordable Care Act gone, that's pretty much. I'm sorry, that's pretty much it. When you throw your own people, the own LGBT plus community under the bus, don't suspect to go back to them in open arms because they're not gonna forget what you do. They're not gonna forget it. You think they're gonna forget the fact that you tap dance and butt dance and all of that other stuff? You think they're gonna forget that for a president that doesn't like LGBT plus, and for the vice president that does not like LGBT plus? Dude, you're once once he get done sworn his hand on the Bible, I will be glad when it's done. I will be glad when um when Donald Trump's put his hand on that Bible and swear and take an oath and all that other stuff and do all that other stuff and swear and do all that other stuff and do and do everything and then it'll be business as usual. But these people voted against their self interest, and they're gonna find out. It's already happening right now. It's already happening when people voted in the southern states against their self interest. It's already happening right now. They afraid that they're gonna repeal any, and I'm gonna do a whole video series about that with the commentary of Greg Porter. Y'all voted against your self interest, and now you are not. This is the problem. You voted against your self interest. Now you want people to. Okay. You want people to go and say, "I feel sorry for you." No, whatever consequence you, whatever consequence you get, that's what the consequence you get. I'm sorry, sweet cakes. The consequence you get, that's the consequence that you would get because you throw your own people under the bus. You throw your own trans people under the bus. They afraid. And then you having this mentality like, okay, I care about the kids, I care about the children, I care about this. Why won't you talk about PSA about bullying people? Why you don't do a PSA about bullying people? Because you probably was bullied when you was a kid about your how you feel, how you came out of the closet, and then now you're gonna throw your own people under the bus for that because of the fact of the matter that they don't do or confine or bend over without the grease and et cetera about that. Give me a fucking break. You voted for a man that didn't release his taxes. You voted for a man that daddy was part of the Ku Klux Klan. You voted for a man that you voted for a man that do not have nobody do not have a country self interest. You voted for a person that don't even have your own self interest at heart. You voted for a guy, President elect Trump. You voted for him, and he's not gonna do anything for the community at large because he can care about the black community. He probably don't even care about the white community. And then we have these bootlicking Negroes like Andrew 26101. He's a bootlicking Negro. You having bootlicking Negroes like Fearless 2005. We got that's another bootlicking Negro. We have all these bootlicking Negroes and Sambos and handkerchief heads. We have all of them saying that, oh, Trump will do good. You have the king bootlicking Negro, Tommy Sotomayor. That's the king of the bootlicking Negro. You having him saying stopping frisk won't be good, and then infringing on somebody's Fourth Amendment right. So you having all these bootlicking Negroes. You have a trans people putting her own trans community under the bus because she's a conservative, and there's people that she did podcast, I think it was Therian or something, saying, "Oh, I'm not a conservative, but people put me as being a conservative. I'm not really a conservative, but I did vote for Trump." Fuck out of here with that shit. You voted for him, you a fucking conservative. I'm fucking sorry. You don't sit here and say, "Oh, I'm not a conservative because I voted for Trump, so I'm a conservative." I'm not a conservative. I'm tired of people saying I'm a conservative. You can't you can't sit here and say I'm tired of people. You say, "Well, I'm tired of people calling me a conservative." Okay, we tired of you calling black people thugs. You tired of calling people that are the Democratic Party that they voted for the wrong person. And just like what they said about the working class Democrats, they left in the 1960s to join the Republican Party in the 1960s. So basically, the Democratic Party it is. So all the hardcore Democrats after the 1960s left and went to the Republican Party. You get on black people for voting liberal. So you vote. So you getting on people. Okay, so basically, you getting on liberals. You getting on people that are liberals. I'm sorry, you getting on liberals all the time. This is your excuse. Oh, I'm getting on them because maybe we could tell how the Republican Party will do. Why people are so apathetic on Donald Trump, and I'm going to tell you why people are so apathetic on Donald Trump, is because he never came to the black community, to the black people themselves. You can do lip service with the black church, and is that what Roland Martin was saying on the Roland Martin show? Uh, you can come to the black church, but you don't want to come to the black community like the South Side of Chicago or Ferguson, Missouri, or all these other places that is black people, black black people that does that. You don't want to come in that area. You don't. You like I'm Trump. I'm not gonna come in the area, but I am gonna talk about the black issue. Okay, the fuck. So basically, you're gonna go and talk about black issues in the black community, but you're not gonna go into the community to talk about the black issue and that devastating the black community. You're gonna do lip service and say, "Oh, I'm just saying that the black community is this, that, and the other, and that you know, and just pay lip service and have the bootlicking Negroes." Yeah, I said it. Bootlicking Negroes saying, paying lip service and all of that other stuff, and going into the Democratic Party, and basically saying, "Oh, these are some bad, horrible people. You're not gonna get on their side by doing shaming tactics. I'm just gonna straight out tell you that right now. You was not gonna get on their side for shaming them for their political party or their political point of view. And just like what Jay Miller said in one of his videos today. Now I think it's the video between Sheriff David Clark and Lamont, Kendra Lamar, or something of that sort. That he will that Sheriff David Clark called Kendrick Lamar a jigaboo, and he is saying that he don't have problems with black people being a conservative, but when you talk about talking points and throwing your black people under the bus, then that's a major problem, which I wholeheartedly agree with him. We have these people that voted against their self-interest. I have a friend that is a transgender. I will go with the name of Susie to protect her identity. So I'm not going to go and say her real name. Susie is transgender. I know her for a very long time. Susie's a nice person. She's nice and everything else. It gonna it gonna affect her once he repeals it because that person do not have the insurance that it is for her to continue to get her treatment for hormone replacement therapy. For that person to get estrogen. So you get your estrogen every couple of months or a shot or a pill or whatnot, and then you have the galls to do that. Like for example, I'm on my phone right now. I see the Rebel Media say the top 10, the 10 reasons why Obama was the worst president ever. Really? So you basically saying President Obama is a worse president when he got did lip service to white people, pander to white people, pander to the gays, pander to the so-called gay community, pander to the so-called white community, pander to the so-called Arab community, pander to everybody else, but not to the black community. So you saying that he's the worst president because of that, and because of that? Rebel Media is like another Fox News. It's like another Fox News racist site, and you have token niggas and bootlicking Negroes that goes in there and buck dance and coon and buffoon. Um, you know, I want to play the song Willie D. Coon, but I don't want to get demonetized or everything. I had to do something to do that. I don't want to get no monetization for my videos. But the song was basically saying, the coon song was basically saying, we have some coons up in here. We have some coons, that will go and buck dance and bootleg for master. And they talk about Stephen A. Smith, Raven Simone, Don Lemon, Sherry David Clark, coons. Just go and type up the thing, Willie D. Coon. I will put this in I'll put that in the description below, and then you will see how it is. But we have a lot of buck dancers. Even in the gay community, there are some buck dancers. And Blair White is a buck dancing, boot licking motherfucker. And you gonna go against your self interest because you want people to be politically incorrect, don't care about nobody regards or feelings, don't give a care about that. It's all about saying the horrible shit you want to say because I'm Blair. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say. Um, I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say. because I'm Blair White. You call Black Lives Matter trash and all that other stuff. And the question I want to ask this individual, do you really hate black folks? Because if you do, it's better to just say, you know what, I do not like black people. And then we will know, we will not mess with you. But when you buffoon, coon, buffoon, and buck dance, because you buck dancing for master, you're gonna get your nigger moment. Once he come in and they do the shit that they say they're gonna do, you're gonna get your nigger moment. You're gonna have gay people coming up to you, trans people coming up to you, wanna fight you, wanna do all that other stuff because you the one that go to this president and do it. You voted against your self-economic interests. You have a governor, Mike Pence, or president-elect Mike Pence, gonna go and do something. And then once you're affected, you're gonna probably run back to the trans community and say, "Take me with open arms." And they're gonna look at you like, "Hey, was you the one that attacked a 9-year-old transgender person? Or you another one that attacked a 12-year-old?" You have a track record of doing that shit. Nobody's not gonna forget that shit. People gonna sit here and just forget what you do. Fuck out of here with that shit. Really, real talk. All these people that voted for him want Obamacare, but y'all voted against that knowing that it is because it is. I hold my nose when I voted for Hillary because of the two of less evil. But the fact of the matter is, who will be better off? Would it be her or that? You know, it's what it is. Oh shit! I thought something was going on. That's Firefox. Okay. You know, that's what's gonna. Okay, that's what's gonna happen. And this is like the part two. This is what it's gonna happen. This how it's gonna happen. Just gonna go. So before I do this, I'm just gonna say, let's look, wait, watch, and see, and wait for the first 100 days. And I'm gonna do a video on the first 100 days of the president. I want to say what I like and what I don't like. So I'm done with it. I'm done with her. She gonna vote against her saying her interests. We can't do nothing about that because she's an idiot. Ain't gonna happen because idiots is idiots. So that's what it is. And this is Zachary. Peace and love to you and all. Have a good day. Have a good night. I love you all.